Welcome everyone, namaste. Today's class is a 25-minute prenatal yoga flow for third trimester expecting mothers. So with this flow, with this class, we're going to be really working on releasing any tension that may be held in the back and working at releasing back pain. I have some props with me. I have a small bolster, blocks, pillow, and a yoga ball, but those are just optional. With every class, making sure that you're listening to you and your body, and as well as your baby first, and then listening to me. So if you need to take any breaks at any time, please do so. So go ahead, start in a seated position. If you want to sit on your bolster or on a block to elevate the hips a little bit higher, that might be comfortable for you. Bring your hands onto your belly. Close down the eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open mouth, side out. And on your next breaths, breathing deep down into your belly. Filling your baby with love, joy, and peace. And with each exhale, letting something go that doesn't serve you. Breathing deep into your belly, down to your baby. And we'll continue this deep belly breath throughout your practice. And gently releasing the hands onto your thighs or on the knees, keeping the eyes closed or open. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Take an inhale here, breathing into the back of your neck. As you exhale, bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Take an inhale here, breathing into the left side of your neck. Exhale, coming through center, chin is tucked. Inhale here. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder, breathe into the right side of your neck. Inhale, coming through center, and with your breath, rocking back and forth from right to left, creating this half circle with your head, breathing into your neck. And if this feels comfortable, you can do full circles with the head. Relaxing your shoulders back and down. And wherever you are, slowly coming through center. Hug your baby in, sitting up nice and tall. As you inhale, open up the arms, palms face towards me. And as you exhale, bring your arms together, right arm on top of the left, interlacing at the elbows, and grab a hold of opposite shoulders for modified eagle arms. Bring the shoulders up, back, and down. And as you inhale, point your elbows up slightly. And as you exhale, point them down. Inhale, point them up. And exhale, point them down. Inhale, come back through center. Just breathe here a couple of breaths. Working into the top of your back, releasing any tension that may be there. If you like, you can add your chin tuck to your chest. And then we'll inhale, open the arms back up, lift the heart. As you exhale, bring the arms together, left over right, grab a hold of opposite shoulders. Shoulders come up, back, and down. Hugging your baby in, take an inhale here. As you exhale, point the elbows to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, elbows to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, elbows to the right. Inhale, center. And exhale, over to the left. Inhale, center. Take a full deep belly breath here. Sending love, joy, and peace down to your baby. And inhale, open the arms back up. And exhale, float them down to your sides. Extend the right leg out to your right. Have the right toes flex towards you. If the backs of the legs are tight, you can always have a bend to your right knee. Keep the left heel into your groin and sitting up nice and tall. Bring your right hand onto your right thigh or onto a block or onto your right shin. Open your upper body to the left. Inhale, sweep the left arm up, and exhale, bending over to the right. Spinning the heart open to the sky, maybe gazing under that left arm, left palm faces down. Deep belly breaths, breathing into your left side body, creating space for your baby. And inhale, rising through center, exhale the left arm down. We'll change sides, bring the right heel into the groin, left leg extends. Point the left toes in towards you. Again, if you want to have the bend to the knee. Left hand on the thigh, block or shin. Open the upper body to the right. Inhale, sweep that right arm up. Exhale, over to the left. Maybe gazing under that top arm, right palm faces down. Deep belly breaths. Breathing into your right side body, leaving lots of space for your baby. Inhale, rise back through center. Exhale, release the right hand down. We'll make our way into tabletop, nice and slow, however you want to get there. Have the knees a little bit wider than your typical tabletop and walk the hands about a couple inches in front of the shoulders. And just start to make some hip circles with the hips. Maybe press the hips all the way back to your heels. Make the movement as big or slow as you want. Maybe moving with your breath. Or maybe you just go from side to side or back and forth. And wherever you are, coming back through center. Place the palms under the shoulders if you need to bring the knees in a little bit closer for Marjariasana, cat-cow. So if you feel any separation on your abdomen, just continue with a tilt and tuck of your tailbone. So here I'm tilting the tailbone and then I'll tuck the tailbone. But if you don't feel separation on your abdomen, we'll go for cat and cow. So as you inhale, tilt the tailbone, drop the belly, heart reaches forward, and gazing forward, pull your shoulders back. As you exhale, tuck your tailbone round through the spine, spread the shoulder blades, and gaze towards your baby. Inhale, arch forward, heart lifts, gaze up slightly. Exhale, round, gazing to your baby. Inhale, last one, coming through, forward, and exhale, round. Inhale, come through center. Tuck the toes, tilt the tailbone slightly, squeeze the armpits together, and pick up the hips, sending them up and back for downward facing dog. Keep the feet nice and wide. And starting high onto the toes, bending the knees, pressing the heart towards your thighs. Hug your baby in here. And if you feel dizzy or lightheaded, you can either come back down to tabletop and bring your forearms down for a variation of puppy pose. Or if you just want to look at your hands, that might help as well. Take one more full deep breath here. And then slowly lower the knees. Grab a hold of one block. We're going to make our way to stand. So if that's easy for you still, go ahead and stand. Otherwise, Place one block under the hand, doesn't matter which hand, whatever's most comfortable. Place one foot in front, bring the hand onto the thigh, lift the back knee, and step to the top of the mat. So make sure that your blocks are in easy reach here. Standing at the top of your mat, open up the feet almost as wide as your mat, bend to the knees, hug your baby in, hands on the hips, bring the shoulders back and down, and just start to make some circles with your hips. Making the movement as slow or as fast as you like, and reverse direction. Just releasing any tension in the hips and the lower back, making more space that feels good for you and for your baby also. And coming back through center, walk the feet together. Plug into the right foot, step that left foot back, bend the right knee, pivot the left heel down. Woo! You can always stand back next to a wall here. Coming into warrior two. So bending the right knee, hug your baby in here, open your body, upper body to the left, reach the arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Bring the shoulders up, back and down, and gaze towards your right middle finger. Pressing into the outer edge of the left foot, and maybe sink a little deeper in your right knee. Hugging your baby in, deep belly breaths. One more breath here. And then slowly bring your hands to your hips, straighten the right leg. Just heel toe the back leg in a little bit closer. Option to have a block here for Trikonasana, triangle pose. So always having a micro bend to the right knee. Inhale the arms back up to warrior two arms. Press the hips back as you exhale, lean forward and bring the right hand down. You can come to your thigh, onto your shin, or onto the block. Reaching that left arm up towards the sky, spinning the heart open. Pressing the hips back, hugging your baby in, creating space on the side bodies. And if you want, you can bring that left hand down to your lower back. Maybe opening up your chest a little bit more. If you're feeling off balance here, you can look down towards your right toes or your right hand. Take one more breath here. And then slowly bend that right knee, plug into the feet, rise all the way up. Place that block over to the other side, pivot the right toes in. So both heels are in, toes are out now. Place the hands on the hips, take an inhale here. Hug your baby in. As you exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips low for goddess pose. Pressing the knees open so you can see your big toes. The knees are tracking towards your middle toes. The tailbone reaches down towards the ground. Place your hands on your belly. Take some deep belly breaths. Sending love, joy, and peace down to your baby. And then as you inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, sink a little deeper. And then inhale, rise all the way up. Pivot the right toes in, left toes out. Maybe you heel toe that right foot back a little bit. Open the arms to shoulder height, palms face down. Bend the left knee, warrior two on the other side. Pressing into the right outer edge of that foot. Gaze towards your left middle finger. Shoulders back and down, hug your baby in. Deep belly breaths. Maybe sinking a little deeper here. And then straightening that left leg, hands on the hips. Heel toe that right foot in a little closer. Again, if you want to place that block to the inside of the left foot. Reach the arms up, warrior two arms. Press the hips back, micro bend to the left knee, reaching forward. Bring that left hand down, thigh, shin, block. And then spinning the upper body and the heart open towards the sky. Reach that right arm up. Breathing into the side bodies, creating length and space. Option to bring that right hand down to your lower back. Just spreading the collarbones a little bit more. And again, if you're losing your balance here, just gaze down to your left hand or the left foot. Keep a micro bend to that left knee. And then bend the left knee, press into the feet, rising all the way up. Pivot the left toes in, hands on the hips, and just heel toe your feet back together. And we're gonna make our way down to the ground. So however you wanna get there, you can come down the way that we came up, placing the blocks, step one foot back and the other. An option to have the blocks under the hands here for an active child's pose, tucking the toes. Knees are nice and wide, heels are a little bit closer together. And as you inhale, shift forward, press the hips forward, hug your baby in. Exhale, press the hips back towards your heels. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale, forward, last one. Exhale, press back. We're gonna hold here, so option to untuck the toes, have the big toes touching. And if you wanna stay lifted on the hands or the blocks, or you can always bring in the yoga ball and just releasing down into this wide leg child's pose. Deep belly breaths, maybe rock your hips from side to side, getting nice and comfortable for you and your baby. Breathing deep into your belly, bringing love, joy, and peace down to your baby. And then we'll slowly come up, releasing the yoga ball. And again, coming back to that active child's pose one more time. Tucking the toes here, maybe walk the knees a little closer. Get a nice tuck of your toes to stretch into the bottoms of your feet here. So inhale, shift forward, and then exhale, press the hips back, but really pressing into your feet as well. Two more, inhale, shift forward, and exhale, press back. Inhale, forward, exhale, press back. And then inhale, coming up through forward, slowly release the tuck of your toes, maybe give them a little tap. And however you want to get there, we're gonna come seated on your bums. Opening up the legs nice and wide. Again, if you want to be sitting on a bolster here, bending the knees if that feels good for you. Flex the toes in towards you, the toes point up towards the sky. Bring the hands behind you. Inhale, reach the heart up, pull the shoulders back, just stretching into the front body here for a moment. And keeping the spine nice and tall here, slowly walk the hands in front and walking them forward. Doesn't matter how low you go as long as you're feeling something that feels good for you. Deep belly breaths here. Breathing down to your baby. And slowly coming through center, just bending the knees, bring the soles of the feet together. Grab a hold of your shins, ankles, or feet, whatever feels comfortable for you. You can also still be seated up on your bolster or a block. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, folding forward slightly. Pressing the soles of the feet together, still keeping them active. Shoulders back and down. And then slowly release, helping your knees come together. And then make sure that all your props are easily accessible again as we're coming into Shavasana. So rolling onto your left butt cheek and slowly coming to lay on your left side. You can place a block under your head if that feels good, or you can just create a pillow with your arm. For me, I'm going to place the bolster under my right knee. My left leg is going to extend tall, and just relax my right knee on top. If that doesn't feel good, you can always get a little bit more height with the block. And who doesn't love a good cuddle? Holding that pillow in, closing down the eyes. Just finding a nice, comfortable position. Let's take one clearing breath in through your nose. Open mouth, side out. And we'll do 2 Brahmari breath, honeybee breath, placing the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth and keeping your mouth closed. As you exhale, make a humming noise. I'll quickly demonstrate. Inhale. Let's do 2 together. Keep the eyes closed. Inhale. And slowly coming back to your natural breath. And letting your breath travel down deep into your belly, and letting your breath hug your baby with love, joy, and peace. And letting those loving vibrations from the Brahmari breath fill your baby with love. And know that your baby is supported within you. And rest here for a few minutes. And slowly returning to your breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose and a gentle exhale out. And another deep inhale in and a gentle exhale out. And coming back to your natural breath, bring some small movements to your toes and fingers, and to your wrists and ankles. Gently blinking open your eyes If you're hugging something, just releasing it to the side. Pressing into your right hand, maybe bending the left knee. Dropping onto the left forearm. And making yourself up into a seated position. Bring the hands to heart center and namaste.